The Defense Acquisition Council (DAC) has approved acceptance of necessity for 24 capital acquisition proposals worth 84,328 crore rupees for the armed forces and Indian Coast Guard. The decision to this effect was taken in the DAC meeting chaired by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. The initiative will modernize the armed forces and provide substantial boost to the defense industry in achieving the goal of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The acceptance of necessity will equip the Indian Army with futuristic infantry compact vehicles like tanks and mounted gun system, providing a quantum jump to Indian Army's operational preparedness. Out of 24 proposals, 21 of over 82,000 crore rupees have been approved for procurement from indigenous sources. These include 6 for Indian Army, 6 for Indian Air Force, 10 for Indian Navy and 2 for Indian Coast Guard. The approved proposals also include the procurement of ballistic helmets with enhanced protection level for soldiers. With this initiative, Indian Air Force will be further strengthened with enhanced lethal capabilities by the induction of new range of missile system and advanced surveillance systems. The government has said that the animation, visual effects, gaming and comic AVGC sector has the potential to provide employment to over 20 lakh people in the coming 10 years. It is expected that the sector will witness 16 to 17% growth rate in the next decade. While briefing the media on the AVGC Task Force report on realizing AVGC XR sector potential in India, the Information and Broadcasting Secretary and Chairman of the Task Force, Apurva Chandra, said the AVGC sector provides unique opportunities to showcase the country's history, culture, paintings, and traditional games with the amalgamation of technology with creative skills. He expressed hope that India has the potential to become a world leader in the AVGC sector, as was witnessed in the IT sector. Listing out some of the recommendations of the report, he said a national AVGC XR mission to be set up for integrated promotion and growth of AVGC sector. He said the Create in India campaign will be launched with an exclusive focus on content creation in the country. On this occasion, Higher Education Secretary K. Sanjay Murthy said this policy will benefit the students as several training professionals will teach students and ignite their minds. He said talent exists at all levels in the country and the industry can collaborate with educational institutions to prepare the students for this sector. Union Health Minister has written to all the states and union territories regarding holding a mock drill at all health facilities across the country on Tuesday. In a letter to the Additional Chief Secretary, Principal Secretary, and Secretary of all states and union territories, Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan said that the objective of this exercise is to ensure operational readiness of these health facilities for the management of COVID. He said during the mock drill, focus will be on the availability of health facilities, bed capacities, optimal availability of human resource including doctors, nurses and paramedics, availability of advanced and basic life support ambulances, testing capacities and medical oxygen. The letter said that the mock drill may be done under the overall guidance of district collectors in close consultation with officers of the health department of the state and union territories. The 61st anniversary of Goa liberation is being observed on December 19th. It is celebrated to commemorate Goa's liberation from 450 years of Portuguese rule. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have conveyed their greetings to all the fellow citizens, especially the people of Goa. In a message, the President said the country pays homage to the freedom fighters who fought for the liberation of Goa from colonial rule. She said, "We salute our armed forces for their valor." Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar extended his best wishes for the state's prosperity on the Goa Liberation Day. In a message, the Vice President said, "Let us remember the martyrs and freedom fighters who fought for the liberation of the state from foreign rule." He said Goa's rich history and cultural diversity are something to be celebrated and cherished. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recalled the courage and monumental contribution of all those who were a part of the movement to free Goa and said that the government is inspired by their vision and is working towards Goa's development. The state level flag hosting ceremony was held at Goa University ground by Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant. In his Man Ki Baat program on All India Radio, Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasized that India has eradicated diseases like smallpox, polio, and guinea worm. He spoke about Kala Azar, another disease which is about to be eradicated. Till recently, the scourge of Kala Azar had spread in more than 50 districts across 4 states. Prime Minister noted with satisfaction that this disease is confined to only 4 districts of Bihar and Jharkhand at present. He expressed confidence that people's awareness in these states will help the government's efforts to eliminate the disease from these districts as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed pride that India displayed its might in every field in the year 2022. Addressing the nation in the 96th episode of his Man Ki Baat program on All India Radio, Mr. Modi said that various successes of 2022 have created a special place for India all over the world. Prime Minister expressed delight that Indian youth showed tremendous power in the field of sports, be it the Commonwealth Games or the victory of women's hockey team. Mr. Modi said the year 2022 will always be remembered for the spirit of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, shown by the people. He said many events were organized by people to celebrate unity and togetherness. Mr. Modi also made special mention of Har Ghar Tiranga campaign organized in August. He noted with pride that more than 6 crore people sent selfies with the tricolor. He said Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav will continue in the same way next year as well and further strengthen the foundation of Amrit Kal. Prime Minister said India also got the responsibility of chairing the G20 group this year. Prime Minister was happy to note that in the era of evidence-based medicine, yoga and Ayurveda are now standing up to the touchstone of test of the modern era. He mentioned Tata Memorial Center in Mumbai, which has earned a name for itself in research, innovation and cancer care. Nepal celebrates 161st birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna Mahamana Madan Mohan Malviya in Green House in Kathmandu. Vice President of Nepal graced the occasion as chief guest of the program organized by Mahamana Malviya Mission, Nepal. In the program, there was talk on Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Malviya thoughts in today's contest. Madan Mohan Malviya was born on 25th December 1861 in Allahabad. He was a great Indian educationalist and freedom fighter, distinguished from others for his significant role in Indian independence and his support of Hindu nationalism. In his later life, he was addressed as Mahamana for his great works. He became the Indian National Congress President 4 times. He is remembered in the world as the founder of Asia's largest residential university at Varanasi, Banaras Hindu University in 1916. The university has around 12,000 students all across the field such as arts, science, engineering and technology. He was the Vice Chancellor for Banaras Hindu University BHU from 1919 to 1938. He was also the founder of Scouting in India as well as highly influential English newspaper The Leader, which was published from Allahabad in 1909. On 150th birth anniversary of Mahamana, then Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh has announced in December 2011 that a center will be opened for Malviya studies at BHU, apart from the scholarships and educational awards in his memorial. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya remained the Hindustan Times chairman from 1924 to 1946. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya was posthumously awarded the highest civilian award of India, the Bharat Ratna, in 2014. Government granted approval to Bharat Biotech's nasal COVID vaccine for booster dose. According to sources in the Health Ministry, the nasal vaccine have been approved for those aged above 18 years. It said the vaccine will be available in private hospitals for a booster dose in the initial phase and will be introduced on CoWIN platform very soon. The nasal vaccine BBV154 had received approval of the Drugs Control General of India in November for restricted use in an emergency situation for those above 18 as a heterologous booster dose. The approval for the vaccine comes amid a spurt in COVID cases in China and some other countries around the world. Centre for Economics and Business Research CEBR, a British consultancy, has said India will become the third largest economy by 2035 from the current fifth spot. In its annual World Economic League table, the Center for Economics and Business Research said that over next 5 years, India's annual rate of GDP growth is expected to average 6.4%, after which growth is expected to average 6.5% in the subsequent 9 years. CEBR also adds that by 2037, world gross domestic product will be doubled as developing economies will catch up with their richer ones. The shift balance of power will see the East Asia and Pacific region account for over a third of global output by 2037, while Europe's share shrinks to less than a fifth. It is said, on the other hand, the global economy will face a recession in 2023, mainly due to rises in the interest rates by the central banks to arrest higher inflation. In its annual World Economic League table, it said global economy surpassed $100 trillion for the first time in 2022, but will stall in 2023 as policymakers continue their fight against soaring prices. Minister of State for Textiles Darshana Jardosh has said that India's textile and apparel exports, including handicrafts, achieved over $44 billion in the last financial year, registering a growth of 41% under the Make in India initiative. She said exports of ready-made garments, which included cotton accessories, recorded more than $6 billion export for the financial year 2022. In a newspaper article, Ms. Jardosh expected that with the new agriculture reforms, cotton production in the country will reach 7.2 million tons by 2030. Minister said Prime Minister Modi asked Indian exporters to take advantage of the new opportunities created by the changes in the global supply chains in the post-pandemic world. Ms. Jardosh said Make in India was a good opportunity that gave direction to the efforts of startups and tech ecosystem to innovate, develop, and promote homegrown goods. It also revived the country's local industries, indigenous industries, resources, and entrepreneurs. The Make in India initiative was launched in September 2014, aiming to bring in investment, encourage innovation, facilitate world-class infrastructure, and make India as an ideal hub for manufacturing, design, and innovation. National Farmers Day is being observed on 23rd December to commemorate the birth anniversary of the 5th Prime Minister of India, Chaudhary Charan Singh, and his contributions towards the upliftment of farmers in the country. PM Modi appeals people to follow COVID appropriate behavior, especially in view of upcoming festive season. Good Governance Day is being celebrated on the birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. 25th December is celebrated as Good Governance Day every year to create awareness of accountability in government among the people. Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI has urged residents to keep their documents updated in Aadhaar issued 10 years back. Residents can update their Aadhaars by uploading supportive documents either online through My Aadhaar portal or offline by visiting the nearest Aadhaar center.